You can be surrounded by 10, 50, 100 seals during the dive, and when you interact with them face to face, as it were, underwater, they become these magical creatures which fly around you underwater and interact with you. They're just beautiful wild animals which we're really lucky to have in Tasmania. It's a bit like being surrounded by Labrador puppy dogs that can fly. They're curious, they're clever. You get the impression that they're at least as smart as the smartest dog you've ever met. They won't come up and attack you for no reason, and in fact if they did, it wouldn't be safe to get in the water.
No one knows the real number of seals killed, maimed and injured around salmon cages every year. There's no independent monitoring.
Fish farms are hugely attractive to seals. If the seals can get at these big fat slow fish, they'll eat them. That's just the way seals are going to behave. A lot of the time they won't even kill the seal outright. They might blow the jaw off or injure it terribly, and the seal might take weeks to die in pain and agony, either through starvation because it can't feed or because of some sort of sepsis afterwards.
Underwater explosives called seal crackers are also used in their tens of thousands to scare seals away. Yet international studies show the harm they can cause: bone damage, soft tissue burns, prolapsed eyeballs, blunt force trauma and death. Other government-authorised measures include shooting seals with fabric-coated plastic shells containing lead shot or beanbag rounds, and darts with blunt tips, known as scare caps.
It's an absolutely terrible, inexcusable thing to do, to shoot seals. As a society, we don't find that acceptable for other animals. We don't think that it's right for people to torture dogs to death, for example.
Why have I come today? Because we just need to support this sort of program, this sort of protest, these sort of submissions, because, you know, there's some serious things wrong with our government, and this is the only way we can fix it, is by protest. And we're allowed to do it still here on Parliament Lawns, I believe, so that's good.
I'm here to help save the seals, which are being killed when they shouldn't be, and they need to be protected, not shot.
The cruel mistreatment of seals must stop. The fact that over the last 4 years, Tasmania's 3 aquaculture companies have gone through something in the order of 77,000 seal crackers. The fact that the industry shoots seals with shotguns.
They've been chased out of other jurisdictions internationally, and they're coming here because the government welcomes them. They roll out the welcoming mat and say, come here, do what you want to do, and then they'll leave, and they'll leave the destruction behind.
We're here today because we're supporting the children of Tasmania who are asking that the violent deterrent methods used on the seals in our waters, which often result in deaths and seal deaths, be stopped.
If they would just listen to the fact that killing more and more seals just makes them just hated more and more and more, till eventually they'll be banned basically worldwide.
I want to be able to swim in clean water and look forward to my future and the future of Tasmania.
They're basically cancelling an opportunity for them to be better for the world and better for the community.
Save the seals.
Yesterday I attended the Tassal shareholder meeting in the handover to Cook, and I approached the CEO and Secretary of Tassal. I presented them with a petition of 171,000 global signatures asking industry and asking Cook in particular to stop the use of the shotgun lead pellet beanbags on seals. 171,000 signatures tells us that there is global concern around the world. Eyes are watching Tasmania to see how improvements can be made on the industry and its management interactions with marine life.
All our marine mammals are protected, so they shouldn't be subject to being shot and killed or injured. There just seems to be this sort of blind spot in the government's eye about seals and fish farms. Really, it comes back to the fish farms. They need to have structures in place to keep the seals away from their fish and their workers. I think fish farmers in Tasmania need to take a hard look at themselves. They need to make sure that seals can't use them as a place to go sunbathing. They have to make sure that seals can't get through the nets into the fish. The seals aren't just going to hang around and cause problems unless they get some reward. And in this case, the reward is a big, fat, juicy, slow-moving, stupid Atlantic salmon.
Protect our seals!